DEADPIT.com.
Howdy, folks, and welcome. It is the March 24th edition of the Mid Week Obliteration. We have some old school Dead Pit alum on here for this edition. I don't think I've ever had you like co-host a show with me, but we've met numerous times, and you've called in. I don't know how many times over the years.
Yeah, I got to call in and talk to you guys a lot when I was around like 18, 19 years old. But met with you guys at conventions and hung out with you, and it's a lot of cool times back then, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, the message board. You were known as Critter Fan then, and you're still a big Critter fan. I know that from your YouTube page.
I think people consider me as the number one Critters fan. So
there you go. And so yeah, I mean, what we're going to start doing, I figured it'd be fun for these Patreon shows, is get somebody different on here every once in a while. And I think we've got a couple more lined up. I think John Creasup, I think that's how you pronounce it. I think he's next week. So it's going to be fun to do this because normally I've just got Steve on here or Uncle Bill.
He's getting too old. He's going to bed at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, really, I have to rush home from work to hurry and record this for Steve because, you know, he wants to go to bed. But yeah, I mean, it's cool to have you on here, and a lot of people may not realize, you've got quite the history. You were, I think you're like 10 years younger than me, if I'm not mistaken. How old are you right now?
Yeah. Right now I'm 33.
Okay, so a little less than 10 years. But yeah, you started going to these shows like, damn, I can't even remember the first show that you went to, but you had to be crazy young at that point in time.
Yeah, it was, I think I was like 19. It was around 2007. I think it was like the second Fright Night Film Fest that you guys had attended, or maybe the first, I'm not sure. But it was a lot of fun. I was super young. That was the show. The first show that I went to was the one that you guys got Kevin Tenney to go out to eat at a steakhouse. And I was with you guys. That was like one of the craziest things that ever happened to me, you know, the first convention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Kevin Tenney, he's just a great guy. We never did meet him again after that, but I think it was just like 3 or 4 months ago, he was like, and he doesn't know that we live fucking 3.5 hours away from Louisville, but he was like, I'm staying in Louisville for a couple of days, guys. You want to go out and get something to eat or whatever? But yeah, I'm like, buddy, we're a good 3.5 hours away, or we would. Yeah. And then he sat back. He was like, well, I bet if it was John Carpenter, you'd drive. Like, yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
But, yeah, that was a fun show. Like, I remember that. Tiffany Shepis was at that show as well. And they had some Texas Chainsaw people there, I think. It's kind of hard.
Ed Neal was there, I think.
Yeah, it gets kind of blurry because we've done so many shows. But I do remember, you know, I think Adam Beck was at that show. That was the only time we ever met him. So, yeah, it's crazy to think it was, like 13, 14 years ago.
Yeah, it's crazy. There were so many different times that we got to go and do, like, you guys did like live commentaries, and I can't remember which year you guys did which commentaries. It's everything blurs.
A special thank you goes out to our supporters on Patreon. The Patreon website has a complete archive of the Dead Pit Radio shows starting way back in 2005, in addition to all of the midweek shows archived, commentaries, all that good stuff. If you're interested, and we appreciate all the support, go to www.patreon.com/IntoTheDeadPit. Tiers start as low as $1 per month.